Welcome to Alog Radio, virtual radio station. Hello and welcome. If you're new to this is a place where facts and statistics and stories flow freely, and that's all it's about really. Just interesting stories, amazing facts and statistics from around the world to blow your socks off and to make you feel amazed and help you forget about what's going on now. Forget about stress, forget about the future and about your worries and about anything that's bothering you. Forget about your annoyances and listen to some interesting facts that I have for you. So I'm serving up a delicious sandwich today of facts. I've got some facts about bananas here, and it's from a book called Infographic. And as you know, bananas contain small amounts of radioactive isotopes. They absorb radiation, and sometimes they can set off detectors. If you like Geiger detectors or sensitive instruments. So what I'd say is there's a chart in this book that's got some information about bananas and how much radiation they give according to the equivalent of a device. So okay, here it goes. So one banana is just one banana, right? And here's 50 bananas is an equivalent to a dental x-ray. So I've got access to a lot of bananas where I work, and that's quite worrying actually. 200 bananas is an equivalent to a chest x-ray. The nuclear power station releases the radiation equivalent of 300 bananas. So that's quite interesting. You'd think it'd be more than that, but it's not. Here's another one. A flight from London to New York is equivalent to 400 bananas. That's amazing really. I'm just wondering why you get that equivalent radiation. I'm guessing because of the altitude of the plane, because you're high up in you're above the lower part of the atmosphere, and maybe particles are coming into the cabin from space. You know, just there's small amounts of radiation that the atmosphere usually absorbs before it gets to the ground. That's my only guess about that. I've heard of something about that before. So you get an equivalent to 400 bananas of radiation, and just to go back to what I said earlier, 50 bananas is equivalent to an X-ray. So maybe frequent flyers are putting themselves at risk, who knows. Here's another one. I don't know what a mammogram is, but you get this equivalent to 4,000 bananas, and a CT scan's equivalent to 70,000 bananas. And the maximum legal yearly dose for a US radiation worker is an equivalent to 500,000 bananas. And 10 minutes next to Chernobyl reactor core after explosion and meltdown is 500 million bananas. That's amazing. I think it's the potassium, isn't it, in the bananas? It's radioactive. Like it's the that isotope that it absorbs. It's slightly radioactive, not in a harmful way, but it's just the sensors pick it up compared to other things. Like if you went along a floor and you had a Geiger counter and you went over a banana, it would bleep a little bit and it would just show that there was weak radiation. Okay, so moving on, let's move on to another section of this book, and we are on Water World, and this is a diagram in this book that charts the population percentage per continent compared to the water usage. So you've got the population size and water usage together, and whether it's balanced or the other way around. So let's have a look. We've got here Europe, and Europe has 13% of the Earth's population, and they use 8% of the water, fresh water in the world, is used by Europeans. So their ratio of water use is less than their population ratio. That's quite interesting. I thought it was the other way around. And here we have Asia. They've got 60% of the Earth's population is in Asia, and they use 36% of the world's fresh water. And in Oceania, which is Australia and New Zealand and all the islands around there, they have 1% of the population of the world, and they use 5% of the freshwater supply. And here in Africa, on the African continent, they also have 13% of the Earth's population, just like Europe does, but they use a bit more water. They use 11% of the Earth's water supply. I wonder why. That's interesting. I thought, because if they, I associate wastage of water with appliances. Like if you have a washing machine or you have a dishwasher or something like that, it uses more water. Or if you have like a bathtub, and then you fill it with water, and then you have a shower on at the same day, or you flush through the toilet. I don't know how it works. I guess maybe there's more factors than that. South America has 6% of the Earth's population, and they use 26% of the fresh water in the world. That's quite interesting. North America has 8% of the Earth's population, and they use 15% of the Earth's freshwater supply. So it's quite a lot. But the Europeans and the Africans are using less percentage of water than their population percentage. So that's well done to them, according to this book anyway. And the book's titled Infographic, The World as You Have Never Seen It Before, by Martin and Simon Tosland. It's a very interesting book. It's not really a book that you read. It's more like a graphical, schematical diagram type book full of facts and statistics. It's an interesting book though. It's about £10 this one, the book, and I'm just borrowing it off of someone else. I have some more grim statistics here now. Some more grim things here in this book. I've got something about odds of dying in America, in the United States. And it's got the list here. The biggest cause of death in America is heart disease. 1 in 6 people die of heart disease in America. After that is cancer, 1 in 7. And then after that is stroke, 1 in 28. And after that again, a vehicle accident, 1 in 88. Self-harm accidents or internal self-harm, 1 in 112. Accidental poisoning, 1 in 130. Falls, 1 in 171. Assault by firearm, 1 in 306. That's still quite high. 1 in 300 people killed by being shot in America. 1 in 306 people. Being a pedestrian, I don't know what that means. Does it mean just walking and a meteorite hits your head or something? That's 1 in 649. Motorbike riding, 1 in 770. Accidental drowning, 1 in 1,123. Exposure to smoke and fire, 1 in 1,177. Cycling, 1 in 4,717. Air and space transport, 1 in 7,032. Cataclysmic storm, 1 in 46,044. Fireworks, 1 in 386,766. The things that I find alarming in this statistics is that 1 in 306 people are killed by guns. That's way too high. that's like a small crowd of people. One person's going to get shot dead. And heart disease, 1 in 6. So you're very likely to die of heart failure. So you've got to look into that really. Maybe like you've got to try and ban saturated fats or sugars, like some food that's high concentrations of carbohydrates. You've got to look into that very carefully because it's devastating. And I'm guessing that everyone knows someone that died of heart disease in America. If it's so many people dying, either a friend or a family member. So, and also cancer, they're linked in a way. I've read in another article in the past. Yeah. Well, I hope you like all the facts that I've presented to you today. And I hope you come back and you become subscribe or follow wherever this video is. We hope to become a big radio station one day. You've given me loads of information and amazing things. But until next time, that's all I have to say. So all the best and goodbye.